welcome back. This is my Phainon, my last anomaly arbitration testing. Not the last testing, because we are about to go ahead with the Anomaly Aquila Plight Mode with 120 billion HP. Once I'm done with this, then I'll wrap up my actual last anomaly arbitration video, stating my final thoughts on our brand new anomaly arbitration update, right? So in the interest of time, I have actually decided to speed things up a little bit and get our trusty mod, the rank 1 DOT hater, rank 1 Phainon hater, Serra of the Lake, to pre-record all of our E6 S5 Plight Mode DBS clears and fails potential women, fails without Anaxa, so no potential core polka kakamon, right? So without further ado,
the greatest unrelatable Honkai star rail player that has ever lived.
We're gonna play this a little bit faster, and this is gonna be 1.5x of 2x speed, so bada boom, bada bing, bada bing. Oh. So this is gonna be our remembrance flagship. This is gonna be our remembrance flagship. Exceptional. Nice. Rise and shine. Oh, Serra plays in EN. I thought Serra plays in KR, but I guess this is over there, right? So let's take a peek over here. Very good amount, right? Summons in back with the thingy here. And then we slam down our dragon. Very nice amount of damage. Gets us the Evernight, which is an instant Cyrene ultimate. That is very, very good. New butts. Getting this back up into the Evernight, very nice. All this is very, very standard. 3 million hit with Cyrene. Gets us the dragon immediately. That is a very... Oh, shit. 21 million damage before the Hysilens ultimate, by the way. Now we are going to be getting our Hysilens ultimate. Summons in our Evernight ultimate. Goes back in with the 5.7 million. Goes for the basic attack with a Cyrene. And let's see if Castorice is able to clear this in Plight Mode. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. That is a 0 AV clear. Bro cleared Plight Mode in 0 AV. With the power of DDD Cyrene Team 100% action value advance. 0 AV Plight Mode wave 1, right? That is absolutely absurd. Absolutely. Yo, shit, chat. I feel that at this point, you kind of just have to move for an easy Cyrene. Right, you're gonna have to move for the easy Cyrene because that is an absolutely absurd ultimate with this thing about right here, right? Almost instantly getting up our energy. Holy shit. It's actually going to be a 0 AV clear. Oh my god. It's gonna be 0 AV. Oh my god. The Remembrance flagship cleared wave 1 and wave 2 in a 0 AV on Plight Mode. On Plight Mode, by the way, with the power of E6 S5 Cyrene. Absolutely absurd amount of damage right now. Absolutely absurd. Guess this back in. Bro, I feel like this thing just kind of just plays by itself. You know what I'm saying? Right, we are gonna be getting the double kill. I think this is the part where we try to get ourselves this single target burst, yeah? Okay, I guess we just, alright, I guess we do get the additional Castorice swipey. So we don't even run a single target burst damage anymore. Because we are just gonna get the enhanced skill up in there, right? 20 million back up in the goal. Okay, 2 goes back in. Oh, okay, now it's gonna be 254 AV down at this over here. 192 charge. We glide the Wheat activate, and we now get ourselves the 200% charge for Pollux. Nether Wing, if I can say so myself. That's really, really good. 43 ooh. Yo, Serra. Pressing this 50 times ain't gonna give you more energy, right? Let's just be for you can slam this a billion times. It ain't gonna give you more energy. Let's come up a little bit, right? But, ooh. Wow! Where the fuck is my out? Okay, this is just pure RNG. Yeah. This is just pure RNG. Okay, anyways, we're gonna get in our skill, and then we get our ultimate. That is a very, very good. And Cyrene comes back in with a beautiful clear for a 249 AV clear on Plight Mode. This is the power of 48 Cause of Remembrance. 48 Cause of Remembrance. Diamond 0 cycle with Plight Mode. Absolutely exceptional, right? So these are the builds. Very relatable. Oh, a light spender account, by the way. A light spender. Very good. Very, very, very light spending, if I can say so. Oh my god, chat, bro. Ika's E3 is so cute, guys. Go back. Wait. Oh my god, Ika, it's so cute. Bro, I swear you have to move on the E3 just to see Toot up in there. Bro, it's just EP. Very, very nice. Very, very good. And then we are gonna be getting it up with the side. Very nice. Very nice. Right? So that is going to be our 259 AV Eru. I think because we don't have a table, just compile the AV into your own table, then slap it at the summary, right? Slap it at the summary. So that's 259 AV featuring our Castorice over here. Now this is, oh! I feel like Serra did this intentionally. Bro instantly used Kevin Castellana right after the strongest team in the entire world of HSR just to make bro look bad. Agenda has been established. So we are gonna see Phainon, Serra, DHPD as well as Cyrene. Let's see where this is gonna be going. Let's see where this is gonna be going. Absolutely exceptional. Without the boost. Let's go. Your downfall is absolute. This is the Mercy. Okay, goes for the scale on Phainon. Cyrene, we're gonna wait a little bit over here. Bro, the fact that we are already at 238 AV is a little bit sad. Also, there's a pretty cute picture of Serra. She looks so smug. Smug Serra. Very, very nice. Okay, in any case, we are finally gonna activate our Cyrene ultimate. Very, very good. Giving it to Mr. Serra. Giving this 6 out of 6. Okay. Getting us the Dragon Slam. We are going to be going for the basic attack. So I guessing this is all to generate more stats for Serra to 8 out of 6. Right before we cast the ultimate, because E6 Cyrene does give us the 100% action value once. And now we can slam back in with our core flames. Very, very good. And let's see that. 24 million, 23 million, right? So that's gonna be 238. Phase 1. Very, very good. Very, very nice, right? So we slam this back up in there for 60. And then we do get the extra turn from our E2 Phainon. Very, very relatable. Very, very nice little basic attack over there. And this is already gonna be 7 out of 6. 23 in a 23. Very, very nice. Getting us into wave 3, or rather phase 3. I believe we should be able to get this within 100 and... Oh, okay. Actually, we're gonna have to wait a little bit over here. Yeah, we kind of have to wait a little bit over here, right? Okay, I think we probably get the kill right here. Yeah, like right here. Okay, now we get a kill right here, right? Oh, it's 2 out of 4. Oh, we gotta wait a little bit more. Alright, we're gonna wait a little bit more. Okay, now we are gonna be getting it. Alright, Flame of Fury slams in for the first kill, slams in for the second kill, gets us the clear at 4%, 1%, and there it is, right? For 116 AV clear with a Mr. Evan Castellana, there's gonna be a 116 AV clear, a full 48 costume. Some might say this is a little bit slow, but I would just say, okay, wait, Serra. Okay, next time if we want to do something like this, we should do it from like worst to best. You know what I'm saying? Because if we were to do Remembrance team first, everyone else is just gonna look like shit. But it's not that they look like shit. It's just that Remembrance is too fucking good. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. The expectations has been set a little bit too high. So, not everybody is getting Phainon is mid and nobody's gonna put Phainon anymore. When in reality, I think this is still a very, very nice clear, considering we are gonna be at Plight Mode up in there, right? Plight Mode up in there. Full 48 cost team. Very, very good. Very, very nice, right? Alright, the next team is Anaxa main DPS with the exact same team as compared to Phainon, right? This is the exact same team. So previously, I believe it was 119 AV for us to get the 0 cycle Plight Mode. DHPD is actually getting a little bit low. That is a little bit scary. Okay, we are gonna be getting ours out over here, getting us the free dragon, getting us the dragon over here. Alright, we're gonna wait a little bit for, I'm guessing, Anaxa's additional ultimate. So we're gonna let go of an Anaxa ultimate before immediately getting the action value advance from Cyrene's E6. Gets us sublimation. And now we're gonna get Cyrene's action value advance. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Okay. We are gonna buff Ceredra. We're gonna buff... Oh, I just realized if you have E6 Cyrene, you can kind of hold on to this ultimate a little bit because she gives Anaxa 100% AV advance. So you can just wait until Anaxa goes, then cast Cyrene's ultimate. This plays a little bit more differently. We are gonna instantly get our ultimate up in that, but this is going to be going for our basic. We have a lot of skill points. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if DHPD just spam skill so that when we refresh our ultimate as fast as humanly possible. But this is gonna come back up into the double ultimate. Okay, very, very nice. Then we are gonna be getting up our insanity. Probably gets this clear right here. Alright, that's very, very good. Okay, instantly gets us another ultimate. I believe this is gonna be... Okay, I would have waited for DHPD's dragon a little bit so that we get a little bit more chip damage up in there. But don't worry too much. And then this is gonna go back in for the double skill. Ooh, okay, I do believe that this should be a... Ooh, I do... Ooh, okay, that is gonna be... Ooh. And then this comes back in for a 352. Serra comes back in for an ultimate. And then we are going to be getting our skill on Anaxa. This is going to boost into being immune to toughness bar breaking, but it doesn't really matter because we are definitely going to be getting up in there. So once we... Okay, first of all, what the hell is this quality, guys? Is this okay? Pause. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh. Okay, I guess... Bro, I guess 1040 is a little bit too high, right? Okay, chat. Unfortunately, Singapore internet is too free to play, so I didn't want to do. We're gonna 1080p. Very, very nice. Alright, so this is gonna be phase 2 over here at 150 AV. I don't think we're gonna be clearing faster than Phainon over here because we are gonna be down to 115. Down into 113, but considering the fact that this is literally the exact same Phainon team, I do believe we can say that Phainon is not a buff, right? Because Phainon actually did clear faster than Anaxa, if I can say so myself. This is gonna be the double bounce. Ceredra not quite enough to get her ultimate over here. Ooh, recollection point is insufficient. That is very, very unfortunate. We do get our recollection point. Gets us the... Up, yep, brings up the Anaxa. And then we are gonna be getting this up in there. Anaxa goes in for the Quadra bounce, and I think this should be a clear. So we are gonna be down to a 32 AV. I think this might be the only other zero cycle there was. Oh, maybe DOD could zero cycle. Yeah, maybe DOD. So that's gonna be a 32 action value clear featuring our main DBS Anaxa, 48 cost at full investments against our Aquila Plight Mode. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Right? So that's gonna be our light spender over here. 106 speed back out with the Hysilens Arena. Gets us the Ceridra. Gets us the. Alright, there we go. 201. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Right? So that's gonna be there. And now we are moving on. Mr. Mydei. Mr. E6 S5 Mydei. We are actually not using Trippy, but going for the E6 S5 Ceridra. So I'm guessing we are gonna be getting our free God Slayers every other day to slam the highest possible amount of damage, if I can say so myself. And considering that God Slayer actually procs at 100 charge now instead of 150, I can see why Serra just offers way more value than Trippy. So rest in peace. Imagine pulling for Trippy in a big 2-5. Oh my god, I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine that, right? So Serra gets us this ultimate. We are going to be giving us a skill to Mydei, gets us the Cyrene out, pops this up for 100% AV advance as well as the full ultimate recharge, gives the ultimate to Ceridra, gets us the stack onto Mydei, and then we are going to be able to get another God Slayer up in there. We are able to get another God Slayer up in there. Alright, that is very, very good. 4 out of 6. Me! Very, very nice. Then once we get our highest scene, we do get another Ceridra out to time with another God Slayer right here. So this is gonna be perfectly timed for a free God Slayer, so you don't even have to time thing anymore. Double God Slayer, swap back, swap back. Unfortunately, the damage is not really too gonna be sufficient considering the fact that he is not gonna be having any imaginary weakness, if I can say so myself, right? In fact, if you are actually watching this video at 1 minute, bada boom, bada bang, type in the comments below, "Hail MrPokke." I love MrPokke. If you are watching this video and did not actually skip all the way to the end of the summary, right? Okay, in any case, we are going to be continuing back up over there. Then we are going to be getting our... Ooh. Okay, I'm not too sure if I would have done that because we went for the energy on Toot, which led to a loss of 1 God Slayer over there, which is a little bit unfortunate because now we can't really get ourselves the duplicated God Slayer. A little bit unfortunate over here. And this is gonna come back in with the Mydei Slam over here. 2 goes for the basic. We are gonna be getting hit a little bit, but this is gonna be able to synergize perfectly with our God Slayer, activating Ceridra for the 6 out of 6, then activating Cyrene for a free God Slayer. So this will be the duplicated God Slayer times 2. Very, very nice. Me! A 20 million God Slayer at completely off element is really diabolical. So we are going to be 156 AV going into wave 3. The question is, can we see the 0 cycle Plight Mode? Can we see the 0 cycle Plight Mode, right? So this is going to be bringing up into the Toot. Okay. Then we are going to be slamming back down with the normal God Slayer. We are probably saving our Cyrene right before Ceridra activates her skill. We do refresh our Hysilens ultimate, so our HP buff is always going to be up basically permanently. Then this is going to be going for the basic into the Toot, into the weak like the weeds. Weak like the weeds is going to activate, then Ceridra gives us our skill. Then afterwards, we do get 6 out of 6, so Cyrene gets us back in for another double God Slayer over here. That's going to be God Slayer number 1, God Slayer number 2. Oh, but the damage is going to be a lot more sus because it is no longer going to be AoE target. It is just a single target. So the Mydei AoE God Slayer is not going to be dealing as much damage as I would like, which means I think we might not be able to see the 0 cycle over here, if I can say so myself, right? So this goes back in. He slams us up with a massive ultimate. We are going to save our ultimate for Christmas. This will be the double God Slayer even without Ceridra, or rather Cyrene, which is going to be pretty nice. But yep, that is going to be looking like our first 1 cycle, right? This is gonna be our first 1 cycle. Cyrene gives us a 3 out of 6. Cyrene gives us a 3 out of 6. I just realized I said Cyrene before Ceridra. Okay, respectfully,
The greatest Honkai Star Rail tourist that has ever lived.
all of the names sounds the exact same, right? Cyrene sounds like Serra, Hysilens sounds like Hysilens, Mydei sounds like Phainon, Castorice sounds like, so like I don't even name, right? So this is gonna fly back in, and then we are gonna be getting our God Slayer for a 93 AV1 cycle dispatch featuring our full team of fighters and up and there, right? So that's gonna be our 48 cost Mydei. Very, very good. Very, very nice. There we go. Now this is gonna be 48. Comes back here. The same exact gear. Very good. Lightest bender. There's a light bender over here. Very light. Very good. Then afterwards, oh my god, is that the tip? Oh my goodness. For the first time, we are actually going to be seeing Teep in action. For the past 4 showcases, there's not been a single showcase of an E6 Teep. So now we finally do get Teep's first appearance with Aglaea DHPT as well as Cyrene. Alright, so let's see if this is gonna be able to pop over here. We do get ourselves our Teep ultimate. We are not gonna be running DDD. And then our DHPT is gonna be going for the basic to instantly pull back up our ultimate right here. Very nice. Gets back in for the 720k, and we are gonna be getting our 24 skill, which I believe we should be using. And there it is, 100% energy recharge as well as 100% action value advance. Very, very nice. Very, very good. And then we are gonna be going for the go. And then we are gonna be going for the ultimate. Yep, that's really, really good. Away we go, right? Then the DHPT is gonna get us the dragon over here. Go. Then this is gonna come back in for 880 gain to 1.9 million. That's absolutely insane. Now we're gonna get this back over here. Then we're gonna bring over the base like that. And now we finally we finally get ourselves the Aglaea out over here. That's gonna be our stage. Very nice. And then we do get a 2.3 million into a 6.8 million, which is honestly not too shabby. Garment Maker is gonna come in over here, 47%, and we are gonna be once again going in for our basic attack up with that. All right, there we go. Right, going for our Cyrene base to squeeze out a little bit more damage. That is really, really good. All right, that's really, really good. All right, that's really, really good. And let's see if we are able to essentially get us a clear right here. It does appear that we are not going to be. Oh, Aglaea is gonna be looking a little bit scuffed, it seems, because we are gonna be getting into 150 AV in wave 1. At least we do get ourselves an ultimate, which is pretty nice. I would have personally greeded a little bit more for the Cyrene, just to see if we really needed the additional ultimate value for the Aglaea, because I think we could have gotten a free hit up in the Cyrene up in there, right? So this is gonna come back in. We are gonna refresh our ultimate over here with the additional energy regeneration, and then this is gonna come back in for the go, and then this is gonna come back in for this. Oh my god, aura mini thing is so much great, right? We are playing this game called Honkai Star Rail. Very, very good. Poros, and then DHPT is gonna be coming back in for the hill. I hope you had a wonderful game, right? Then this is gonna come back in for the additional Aglaea energy, because we are gonna be running a little bit low up in there. And this goes back in for the big booms. 2.5 million, very, very good. Do we see the kill from Aglaea, because the cycle is kind of falling off a little bit, if I can say so myself. We kind of have to get ourselves the bleed up in there. Right, huge failure hit into the Sky Thunder, but it does appear that the damage is gonna be a little bit low. Dragon is gonna come back in. We are gonna slam our basic with Cyrene. I do believe that Aglaea can maintain our hit up in there. Alright, okay, very good. 3%, 2%. Oh, 2% is a little bit rough, guys. Okay, we did manage to get our additional ultimate here. Unfortunately, we did get hit with a 1%, which is super fucking unlucky. That is very, very sad. And then this is gonna come back with the rod. goes back in for the dragon, but we are pretty much gonna be wrapping this up into the one cycle as Cyrene goes back in for the Cyrene, DHPD goes back in for the basic, and Team is finally gonna activate the free ultimate, and then we are gonna be slamming back down with the Dengi over here, and then we are gonna be getting our Godfall, and then we are gonna be for one split second, my brain just detached from my soul, and I was just listening to like what I was saying. I think 80% of the things I say just kind of revolves around the same exact thing that I'll be saying, or the things that I'm gonna be saying, right? So it's like, oh, there's a good amount of damage. Oh, that's exceptional. That's a good amount of damage. Oh, then we are gonna see a good amount of damage over there, and that's a good amount of damage. Oh, that's a really, really good amount of damage. Right, right. Yeah, that's a good amount of damage, right? Okay, now we're gonna be getting a good amount of damage. That is a really good amount of damage, right? Then we are gonna be able to get our head over here. Let's see if we are gonna be getting ourselves the big head over here. Then we're gonna oh my god, yo, Serra, are you okay? Holy, whoa, 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 yo, are we good? Okay, yo, are we good? Okay, we're good, right? Our armpit is right up in my face. Okay, we're good. Okay, there we go, right? Okay, that's a good amount of damage. Yep, okay, that's a good amount of damage. And then afterwards, we're gonna be casting our skill for a good amount of damage. And then we're good. We're gonna be going for a good amount of damage over here. Okay, this is really, really good as we get ourselves the heals. And then we are gonna be getting ourselves the Aglaea. We should be able to get our 100% ultimate. I don't think that was net. I could have just greeted that a little bit more to see how much energy we really need. But this is definitely gonna be enough over here. Gets us the 65 action value clear with our 48 costume Aglaea. Right, that is gonna be our 48 costume Aglaea, getting us the 2 cycle. Right, that is in fact a 2 cycle dispatch, which is unfortunately gonna be falling a little bit short. But then again, it is going to be Plight Mode. It is gonna be Plight Mode. So that's our 48 cost. What is this DOT team doing?
As we wish. Cleanse hatred with love.
What is this? Wait, what happened to the rest of the DOT team?
Stand still.
Oh, wait, it says 47 cost because DHPD is free. Wait, you're absolutely fucking right.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Oh, DOT could not clear.
Relax. Don't blink. Rewrite destruction with me.
Oh no, DOT couldn't clear? Bro, Restricted Dreamer is gonna have a stroke. Restricted Dreamer is literally gonna cancel you, Serra. DOT actually could not clear Blind Mode on a full 48 cost team. That is absolutely absurd. That is absolutely absurd. Right? So I guess Serra just kind of put this out. Okay, so okay, so this is basically like a you to Restricted Dreamer, just thereby proving that Kafka is completely ass cheeks, and now Serra is gonna use the real DOD support. I'm guessing you're probably running car. Endeavor this, right? So okay, Endeavor this, right? So we are gonna be getting the car over here. Very, very nice. So this is gonna be the full DOT team clear without the bomb Kafka, and we are gonna be using car instead, right? So I'm guessing this is the one that we actually get a clear. That is very, very good. All right, so we're gonna slam back in with an ultimate. Car is gonna come in, take very good amount of damage. There we go. There we go. We do get ourselves our Hysilens out over here into the 100% action value advance. There, very, very nice. 100% action value advances. And then we are gonna... Oh, and there it is. Serra has skill issue. And there it is. War has begun. War has begun. Imagine whenever DOT happens on my stream, there's like the most amount of war is actually not being Cyrene versus team or whatever. It is always DOT. It is always DOD. And unfortunately, now that Serra has awoken Restricted Dreamer, we are gonna be in for a treat, right? I'm not gonna comment on the war. YouTube chatters, if you're watching this video from the future, kindly check out our top left-hand corner to discuss and see the war happening in real time, right? So that is gonna be there. We are going to be going in for our basic attack, and this is going to fly back in. Very good. Very nice. And then Cipher is going to go back in for the basic attack, saving our skill points for Christmas. That's very good. Right, we do get ourselves the ultimate for Hysilens. Alright, we're just going to save our ultimate for Christmas again. That's really good. Okay, now we finally activate our out. Alright, that's really nice. Alright, that's really good. Alright, now we're gonna be able to get ourselves the basic over here, and then we're gonna get ourselves the Saki, and I'm pretty sure Hysilens is gonna be okay. This is so wasteful by AY and U, right? So we do get ourselves the clear here, which is gonna be very nice. Double hit. Cypher's Meow stacks is stacking on very nice. You know, we are already at 7,500 of them, which is gonna be a ridiculous amount of damage, if I can say so myself. Chat, I just realized I basically have two vocabulary: a ridiculous amount of damage or a good amount of damage. Right, I think I basically just say these two things. So that is a ridiculous amount of a good amount of damage. 11,000 stacks for Meow, and then we are gonna be going for the Saki. Gets us the 12,000 Meow for 12 million. That is really good for a ridiculous amount of damage, which is absolutely absurd. Yep, this is in fact a free-to-play account, right? This is, okay, not really a free-to-play, that would be lying. This is a light spender account, right? A light spender DOT, which I would say that he's actually not doing too bad off over here. Right, that's really good. Right, gets us the scale ultimate onto Hysilens. Is the same photo. We're gonna be going for the Saki on Cipher, and let's see if we can let our Hysilens get the clear. Unfortunately, we are not gonna be able to get the clear. Your cries, wham! And then we are gonna be getting in our Slam over here, which is very nice. Gets us the ultimate onto Hysilens again to let's see if we get ourselves the ultimate immediately, which is definitely gonna be able to possibly happen right here, which is really good. Alright, that is a good amount of damage. We are gonna be going down to our first cycle. Let's see if our Hysilens is able to gonna be get this. That is a very good, right? Yo chat, guess what I'm gonna say? Guess what I'm gonna say for this one? Right? Up and
I can smell her ass from anywhere.
And we are gonna be able to see okay, that is honestly just a good amount of damage. That is just a good amount of damage, right? Not really a ridiculous amount of damage, but it's basically just a good. That is a good amount of damage. That is, in fact, a good amount of damage. The ridiculous amount of damage is gonna come from Cipher, and then we are gonna be able to get our dragon back up in there. Right, that is gonna be our good amount of damage. Good amount, not to be confused with the other word, but this is a good amount of damage right now. So we are gonna be able to get basically all of our Cipher stacks to be essentially stacked onto the final hit, and hopefully Meow does give us enough to get us the clear within 2 cycles, if I can say so myself, right? So that is gonna be a really good amount of damage. Alright, we are gonna be at 20 million stacks for Meow, which is absolutely absurd. Who is Kafka? Kafka is a bomb. Imagine putting Kafka on the kind of stuff, right? And there it is. Restricted Dreamer is now typing on his keyboard. You fucking DOT casuals. You have no idea what's going on, right? And then we are gonna be getting our ultimate. Okay, let's take a look up. Yep, that's really good. That is a good amount of damage. That is a good amount of damage. A really good amount of damage. And we are gonna be able to see if Hysilens up. And there it is. My Singapore free-to-play internet cannot sustain the ridiculous amount of damage right now. And there it is. My Singapore free-to-play internet cannot sustain the ridiculous amount of damage right now. So let's just give it a little bit of a while. That is really good. That is really good, right? So that is gonna be a good amount of damage over here. And now we're gonna be essentially saving at 25 million true damage. Okay, DHPD gets us the. Why did you use your skill, Serra? Why do you do that? Okay, but in any case, we are gonna be going for our basic over here, and then Car is gonna do the final hit, right? This will be the final hit. Gets us the Meow. And that is gonna be her massive ass sitting on my face for a beautiful amount of clear, right? Beautiful amount. I like to show you guys, bro. This is peak tourism behavior, by the way. Hold up. Do you guys notice something? That was peak tourism behavior. Let me just rewind that. Yo, mods, rewind it. Rewind for peak tourism behavior. So what I essentially noticed, Serra was spamming Cyrene's ultimate for recollection. But the thing is, you can only gain 1 stack of recollection per unit action before Cyrene exits, unless your name is Hysilens, Anomaly, or Remembrance Flagship. Because me, most players don't give a fuck, right? So for Car, whether or not you get this ultimate off is not gonna change the fact you only get 1 stack of recollection, right? So a little bit of a tourist behavior, but hey, they do call me
The greatest unrelatable Honkai star rail player that has ever lived.
Mr. Taurus anyway, so it's just a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny, right? So there we go, right? For a beautiful 2-cycle dispatch. Kafka could never, right? Absolute bomb of a unit, and there it is, right? So I have no idea what the hell is going on in my Twitch chat or my YouTube chat, whatever the chat is gonna be. Let me know who won the war in the comment section down below. Serra versus Dreamer versus Serra. So that's gonna be the video. And now we are finally going into our first 46 cost showcase. No wait, 45 cost showcase with a free E0 S1 Archer that's -2 cost and a free E0 S0 DHP that's -1 cost for a grand total of 45 cost team, guys. This is a 45 cost team without even using Cyrene, by the way. Look at my fucking eyes right now. We don't even need Cyrene up in there, right? So we are gonna be taking a bit of a damage over here. Right, let's take a look. Permanence. Alright, that is really good. Alright, I was standing the way. Alright, that's really good. Alright, we are gonna be resting on Serra's head. Okay, hand is good. 9 skill point is honestly alright. Our archer is gonna be activating our first skill onto the mob. That is a very good amount of damage if I can see to myself. That is a very good. That is a very good amount. We are saving Sparkle's ultimate. Yep. All right. We finally get. Oh wait. We are using DDD. Holy shit! What the hell? Are we using DDD? I think that was DDD, guys. Yeah, I think we are gonna be using DDD. So this is a. Oh, it's not DDD. Wait, how the hell did Bro get a speed buff? Oh, it's a speed set. Oh, you use 4-piece hacker space. Oh, that's fucking crazy. All right, so that is gonna be DDD. Not in DDD's form, right? So that is gonna be that. All right, that is gonna be here. All right, then Spargo is gonna give us another skill point. Then we can slam in our 10 skill point dispatch for Mr. Archer once again. Okay, to be fair, the damage is honestly kind of considerable. I would have probably saved the HPD's ultimate for later on so that we can get another free dragon, because Bro's dragon was literally about to move. So a little bit of a waste over there if I can do it myself. And then we are gonna be getting a little bit of a hit over here. All right, select. I am going to cry. Okay, let's continue. All right, this is gonna be a good amount of damage. All right, Serra instantly activates the ultimate over here for another +2 sets of charge. The HPD dragon goes in, goes for the follow-up attack. We are at a very healthy amount of skill point over here. Right, that is really good. Serra is gonna be able to cast our skill. Cast that fucking skill. Why? I guess we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go back in. Spargo is gonna give us the ultimate for 9 skill point, as if we're ever gonna use all 9 anyways, because we do get a duplicate skill here. Right, that's really good. All right, booms, and then we're gonna go to booms, and then we're gonna go for the booms, and then we're gonna get another out. That is beautiful over there. That is beautiful amount of damage. Right, then this is gonna be a little bit of a hit over here. That is gonna be really good. All right, Archer is gonna get his ultimate here, which is really good. All right, so now we're gonna be going for our basic. If you use skill, thank you. Right, so we are gonna be going for our basic. That's really nice. I was like, you know what I'm saying? All right, we are gonna be casting our Serra skill finally. That's really good. All right, and now we're gonna be getting our 8 skill points. Get us another ultimate over here. That's really nice. Plus 1 more skill point over there. All right, we go in for the 2 million, 2.4, 3.6, 4.0, 3.1, and that is gonna get us to 1%, cause he's a fucking but a bitch ass T by Kanina, right? But this is permanence does in fact get us to the next phase, which is really, really nice. So we are going to be getting our 1 action value phase tree. 1 action value phase tree is honestly really, really nice. Then now we're going to be able to get our Sparkle Ultimate. Get this back in for the big booms. There's a huge boom back up in there. A huge, huge, huge damage set. Huge. Feixiao's at huge. That is really, really good. That is really, really good. Alright, and there's gonna be a good amount of follow-up attack damage as well. Then we are gonna be getting our Serra getting the ultimate. Weak like the weak is gonna add over here, which is gonna be very, very nice. And then this is gonna be coming back to our Serra ultimate, which is gonna be very, very good. Alright, then this is gonna be getting up our 2.9 million. That's gonna be very, very nice. And then this is gonna be our Oh, we are actually gonna run out of skill point here, guys. That is a little bit unfortunate. Wait, why? You could have gotten the 5 skills here, no? You get back a skill point here, right? And you get back your out. Okay, you know what? Don't worry about it. So we're just gonna keep going. Alright, we're gonna keep going. We are gonna weak like the weak over here. That's really, really good. And then we're gonna drag it up in that, right? That's gonna be a huge dragon. Get this back in for that. And then we are gonna, yep, finally we're gonna be giving our 4 skill points. That is really, really good. Alright, then we get 10 skill points. Boom. Boom. Boom! And then we're gonna get our ultimate right here. Alright, ultimate. Oh, we're not gonna. Oh, okay, I guess we're not gonna cast the ultimate. Alright, that's good. Alright, now we cast the ultimate. That's really, really good. Alright, and then we boom! And then we boom! And that's a good amount of ultimate, right? That's a very, very good amount of okay, we do get ourselves a wheel, and we have 1 last action. Chat, we have a 1 last action. Can Archer get us the kill with our final action up in there? And there it is. And there it do, right? That's gonna be boom. And that's gonna be boom. And that's gonna be... Okay, we get ourselves this. Right, 7 out of 6 for the highest possible. And that is gonna be a 2 cycle dispatch using the lowest cost team we have seen in the entire showcase. No shield, no remembrance, just by the pure powers of being a free unit, if I can say so myself. Right? This is the lowest cost team in the entire showcase for a 2 cycle dispatch. Exceptional. Oh my god, is that my wife? Oh my god, that's my wife, chat. Holy shit. Okay, wait. Alright, we need to pay 100% attention here, right? 100% attention here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's take a closer look at this. Alright, let's take a closer look at it. Alright, now we are gonna instantly get ourselves our DHPD. Alright, that's really, really nice. Alright, goes in for the basic. Okay, we are gonna be getting our Keep Ultimate. Alright, that's really nice. And we instantly follow back up with a DHPD Ultimate. Okay, that is gonna be very, very nice. I do get ourselves another follow-up attack. Huge slam in from the dragon over here. Gets us a skill for 21 remembrance. Why are you not using Ego 4-piece? You f***ing casual. Why are you not using Ego? Oh my god, man. Okay, whatever this clear is gonna be. Whatever. Wait, is that Ego 4-piece? Wait, am I blind? Did she just move up? Wait, it is Ego 4-piece, right? Oh wait, yo, Serra, I apologize. It was my bad. Wait, is it Ego 4-piece? Okay, wait. Let me. Okay, I'm guessing it is Ego. I'm sorry, Serra, right? I apologize. I'm just overly protective, right? I'm a very sensitive individual, especially when it comes to Feixiao, right? You have to understand, right? I apologize. That was my bad, right? Okay, I'm just very, very sensitive when it comes to Feixiao, you know what I'm saying? Right, that's gonna be very nice. And then we are gonna be getting our DHP up there. That is a very, very good, right? Okay. That is very, very good. Okay, that's very, very good. Okay, we're gonna go with our basic. Okay. Yep. Okay, we're gonna be getting 1 more ultimate. One more ultimate. That's really good, right? 1 last ultimate before we cast our Cyrene out for maximum value. That is really, really nice. Okay, that is really, really nice. 100% action value advance. That is really, really good. Okay, we do get ourselves the out over here. We give the buff to Tribi, so permanent buff stack up in there. Okay, we are gonna be getting our full ultimate anyway, so we might as well just activate one of our outs. Alright, that's good, that's good. Alright, then we're gonna be getting more stacks of our DHPD dragon over here. Why do you cast both outs at the same time when you are already at 0 AD? And this was before you gave her the 40% damage buff. Okay, chat, is this reasonable? Before I crash out, or you guys say I'm overprotective. Is this reasonable? Caught. Okay, so this was straight casual. Okay, this was straight casual. Okay, this was Mr. Serra of the tourists. Okay, so that's reasonable. You f***ing casual. You tout. What tout? You fuck. Oh my gosh, she's ruining Feixiao. Oh my gosh, she's literally ruining fuck. Oh my fucking god. Why the f would you even cast your DHPD ultimate before the dragon even go? The dragon hasn't even went yet. Why are you casting the DHPD? Oh my god, bro. Okay, whatever this score is gonna be, I'm just gonna plus 1 cycle, or rather minus 1 cycle.
The greatest unrelated.
Yeah, whatever this score is gonna be, I'm just gonna minus 1 cycle. So that's gonna be the actual Feixiao performance, right? That's gonna be the actual Feixiao performance, right? Very, very nice. Very, very good, right? God does in fact give us a follow-up attack. Okay, then the dragon is gonna come back in. Okay, then Feixiao is gonna come back in for the skill. Right, that's really, really good. That's really, really good. That's really, really good. That's really, really good. Okay, that's really, really good. We're flying, yay, yippee, yay, we're flying, guys, yay. We are in fact flying. Flying is good. Flying. Flying. That is very, very nice. Alright, we are gonna venture forth to hunt. Okay, we're gonna venture forth to hunt. Okay, that's really, really good. Okay, that's really, really good. Okay, Serra, do you ever give her a 40% damage buff? Or did she just get 0 buff the entire time? Oh, she does? Okay, because I ain't seeing it though. I am not seeing the buffs.
Don't blink.
Oh, okay, there we go, there we go. That was not the buff.
Rewrite destruction with me. This is eternity. Don't blink. Cleanse hate.
Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, at least this gets us to the clear, right? Oh my god, it's gonna be 1%. Okay, no 1% though. Alright, no 1%. It's all good. It's all good. No 1%. Alright, that's good. Alright, gets us the T. Okay. Alright, that is good. Blossom. And then we're gonna slam back in with our Starvity base. Alright, this is a basic here.
Rewrite destruction with
Alright, that is good. That is good. That is good. That is good. Alright, okay. Okay, that is good. Okay, that's nice. Alright, this comes back in. Okay, that's guys. Earth shatters. Okay, this is definitely gonna be coming. Oh my god, yo, Mark, thank you so much for 1 year. There it is. Exceptional. I venture forth to hunt. Okay, good amount of damage. Very, very good amount of damage. Okay. The thing is gonna go. Okay. And then this is gonna come back with a follow up. That is that. Okay. Ripples. Alright, that is very nice. And then we're gonna come back in. Here, that's really, really good. Alright, that's really, really good. Okay, that's really, really good. I venture forth to how we're gonna seize the thunder cloud over here, which is very, very nice. This is very, very good. Seize the thunder cloud. Cloud is gonna be seized. We are gonna be going for our basic attack over here. Okay. We are gonna be going for our basic attack over there. That is good. Alright, that is great. Oh, da tu site. And then we are gonna be coming back in. Alright, now we're gonna give Feixiao the buff. Alright, there we go, right?
cleanse hatred with love. Rewrite destruction with me. Fangs and claws got dull. Fear restores not fear.
We are gonna be going for our basic attack. Alright, that's great. Alright, that's good. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, that's great. Yo, Mindy for thank you so much, dreamers.
I venture forth.
And there it is. Okay. Yep, and there it is. Forever. Triumphant. I'm on the verge of tears, guys. Actually, you know what? Look at the bright side, right? Look at the bright side. Despite all that, oh my god, man. Despite all that, we are still at a 1 cycle. Right? Despite all that, we are still on a 1 cycle. Right? This does in fact look pretty good, guys. Right? So far, it is looking really, really good. Alright, that is really, really good so far, right? Okay, this is gonna slam back in. Alright, so far it's looking quite good. And then we are gonna be going for our basic over here, and then we're gonna go for our basic over here, and then we're gonna be going for the AoE from the ultimate with the HP once the dragon goes back in. Alright, pierce the sky. Alright, dragon goes in. We're gonna get weed at the weeds. Weed at the weeds. Alright, weed at the weeds. That's really, really good. Alright, weed at the weed, activate, and then we get our dragon right now. That's really, really good. Alright, get ourselves the sword from above, and we're gonna hold Feixiao's ultimate and wait for Cyrene's buff, right? We are gonna wait for Cyrene's buff, right? We are going to wait for Cyrene's buff. Alright, we're gonna hold the ultimate, we're gonna cast our skill, and we're gonna wait for Cyrene's buff. Alright, so we're gonna cast a skill, and we're gonna just wait. Alright, we're just gonna wait. Alright, so we're gonna be getting the buff immediately once Trippy goes. Alright, we're gonna buff. Okay, we're gonna buff Feixiao right now. Oh my goodness! She actually buffed Feixiao, and there it is. And there it is, well placed there. Faker, what was that? What was that, Faker? That is absolutely exceptional. Alright, goes back in for the double booms booms. Very, very nice. Faker, what was that? That was a huge play from Serra of the Lake, right? So now we're finally gonna be able to get a little bit more damage on that. We are gonna be going for the skill over here. Yo, that again is over 20 years. It was over 20 years. That's really, really good. That's really, really good. Alright, then this is gonna be really, really good. Alright, then this is gonna be an exceptional amount of week like the weeks. Now the question is, do we clear though? Okay, actually, don't answer that, chat. From the action value, I already know the answer. We're gonna get our last action. Our last action. Oh my god, even my PC is crashing out. Oh my god, even my PC is crashing out, guys. Bro, the internet does. Okay, you know what? Honestly, Acheron just crowded his power. So we're just gonna move on to the next showcase, and that is gonna be Acheron. So TLDR, Feixiao got the 0 cycle. Don't even have to worry about it. It was some technical error, technical difficulties. Literally, don't even have to worry about it. We are now gonna move on into Acheron for the next phase. But Feixiao did in fact get the 0 cycle, right? Feixiao did in fact get the 0 cycle, so don't even have to worry about it. Let's move on to Acheron right now, and there it is, right? Yep, we're gonna move on to Acheron right now. All right, now we're gonna see Acheron. All right. We actually are not gonna be using our Cyrene. We are going for DHPT Silver Wolf as well as Acheron, which I believe this should be Acheron's current best install team, right? This should be Acheron's current best. I'm not too sure if E6 card is better than E6 Silver Wolf, because to be fair, E6 Silver gives us a lot of stacks, especially if you step up DHPT. So I think this is kind of fine. Joe chat, imagine if the dragon stalls from my ass into the ass. That would be pretty imaginative, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now we're gonna go back in for the dragon over here, and then Silver Wolf is finally gonna be able to get ourselves the lightning implant. Alright, this is gonna cast our double speed, and we are gonna be getting our lightning implant over here. Alright, a lightning implant. Alright, I weep for the departed. I weep for the departed. Holy shit. Alright, yeah. We're gonna pause for 10 seconds. I have no idea what's going on with the internet. It is so laggy. We're gonna pause for 10 seconds. There's no reason why this should be this case, by the way. There's absolutely 0 reason why this should be this case. So I'm gonna stare you for a little bit, right? For 10 seconds, right? Just for a little while. Fantastic. Bro, I think YouTube is just getting cooked out. And then we are gonna be coming back here. That is gonna be an exceptional amount of exceptional. Alright, this comes back in for our skill over here. The strength is a what? And then we are gonna be getting our Silver Wolf ultimate again. That is really, really good. Time for a buck. Time for a buck. And then this is gonna come back in for the T basic. And then we are gonna be getting our Acheron ultimate. Okay, chat. How bad is 240p, guys? Maybe. Okay, maybe all we needed was just a refresh, right? Okay, we are back, guys. All right, we are back. We're back. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. All right, it's all good. All right, there we go. We are actually back now, right? We are actually back. All right, we are actually back. All right, so now we're gonna be going for the basic. All right, then this is the same thing just now, right? We're gonna be able to get our ultimate here. Ultimate. This is a very, very good. And then we're gonna be getting this. Very, very good. And this is gonna be a basic. Very, very good. Oh wait, I just realized this is still 1 time speed, guys. Alright, let's review. Alright, very, very nice. Acheron is gonna weep for the bottom of you. Okay. 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 10 million from a single ultimate is a really, really nice. And then this is gonna go back in for our basic attack. And then we are gonna cast our skill over here. And the dragon is gonna come back down. And then we are gonna take a couple of hits over here. And then Tribi is gonna cast our ultimate. And then Silver is gonna cast. And then she's gonna cast. And then she's gonna cast. And then she's gonna get an ultimate with Acheron. And it's gonna clear right here. Alright, it's gonna clear right here. 8, 6, 5. And there it is. And there it is. So this is gonna be... Bro, why is it like this? Okay. This is cool. Very good. Okay. The next time this thing lags, I will find the Genshin guy. And I will make sure his existence. Very good. Very nice. That is very good.
My purpose is to protect.
Okay. Alright, that is good. That is very, very good. Undercloud. Are you underestimating us? We are... Okay, for one split second, I thought Serra forgot to skill with Tribi. But it's all good. Huge play by Serra. We are going to be running a little bit low on skill points here, which is going to be completely fine. And then we are going to be getting our Silver ultimate. And then we are going to be getting our Acheron. And then we're... Oh my goodness, a box too. Holy shit, welcome Mr. Gay to Raid Wax. We are playing this game called Honkai Star Rail. I'm not sure if you've heard of this before. It's called Honkai Star Rail. We are basically clearing the most difficult endgame content using our E6, or rather the Light Spender account, against a billion HP Anomaly Arbitration Plight Mode, right? Very good. Okay, I will be playing Currency War very soon, but this is my last video. This is my last Anomaly video, and then I'm done. And then I'm done, right? Yo, thank you so much for it. Holy shit, I'm gonna kill! You don't just see the things that I do, right? Sometimes in life, you're just gonna have to move on, right? Okay, check, there's barely a difference, guys. There's literally barely a difference. You can't even tell the difference, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now this is gonna be causing our out, and then we are gonna be getting our Acheron out over here. That is very, very good. Alright, that is very, very good. And that is gonna be 2%, 0%. So that is gonna be an Acheron. Okay, chat, with all due... Can we just agree one thing? Feixiao is infinitely better than Bomb-Caron, right? Bro can't even touch a single HP, and we have only 40 action value left, right? This is literally the best case scenario to show you guys what might be possible if we actually ran with Feixiao versus Acheron. You know, like the Feixiao Aboba here, then Acheron Aboba, they clash in the middle, and then see who wins. Yep, this is a definitive proof. Feixiao is the best DPS in the history of Honkai Star Rail. Absolutely, absolutely right. So that is gonna be our Acheron build, right? That's really good. Right, that's gonna be Teep. And then that is gonna be DHPD. And then lastly is gonna be our Silver. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Right? So that is pretty much gonna be. Okay, next we do have the real potential. Okay, bro, I don't even need to see this. I already know this is cooked. There is absolutely no way you're clearing. There's just no fucking way. The moment I see DHPD with a bobbin, I know this is cooked, right? So I'm just gonna save us a bit of time and just skip a little bit. And just see where this is gonna be, right? Because I know this is cooked. Okay. Exceptional. Alright, strike air. Okay. I doubt very well. Okay. Alright, we are gonna be getting our Sunday ultimate. Alright, and our Saber is gonna give us a full. Oh, wait, the energy regeneration just fucking destroyed our lives. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Alright, Saber is gonna be able to get ourselves. Oh! That is a really exceptional amount of damage, if I can say so myself. That is a really, really exceptional amount of damage, if I can say so myself, right? As Aquila is gonna be coming in, I am gonna. Okay, you know what? Alright, let's just wrap it up, right? At this point, let's just wrap it up, right? Let's just wrap it up. Alright, so we at 4. Okay, wait, chat. Saber actually did more damage than Acheron, guys. Because I think Acheron didn't even come close to this amount of HP. Saber actually did more damage than Acheron. Unless it's phase 2. No, this is phase 3, right? Yeah, this is phase 3, right? Yeah, chat, this is phase 3, guys. Okay, yeah, Saber actually did better than Acheron. Right, we have one more Excalibur. Right? We have one more Excalibur, right? Should have used Huan little bro, right? So that is gonna be, yeah, Huan will actually give you the Excalibur and maybe we could have cleared a lot faster, but anyway, actually, why didn't you use Huan? Okay, whatever, right? So that's gonna be that for our. Okay, this team. Let's just jump to it. Let's just wrap it up. Alright, let's just wrap it up, right? Because I don't even need to tell. She's done. Alright, she's done. Oh my god, yep, she's done. Right? Wait, is this even phase 2? Oh, this is phase 3. Okay, yeah, she's done. Alright, so that is gonna be 91% for. Oh wait. Holy shit, yo, Jingliu might actually clear better than Saber, guys. Jingliu might actually clear better than Saber and Acheron. Okay, you have my attention, right? Wait, Jingliu might actually be cooked. Or maybe it's just little Ika. Maybe the damage is literally just coming from little Ika. Well, who knows, right? Who knows? Because this is actually a lot better compared to both Acheron as well as Saber. Not compared to Feixiao, because Feixiao is just way too good. Mimi is gonna be. Oh, now you know how to buff units. Okay, anyways, we are gonna go back in for the basic, and then now we're gonna come back in. That is really good. That is a good amount of damage. That is a really good amount of damage. That is a really good amount of damage. We are gonna be getting our defeat. That is really good. Alright, then this okay, now we're gonna be going for the double skill. That is really good. Alright, that is really good. And then we're gonna cast our last skill into our last Jingliu, but unfortunately Jingliu doesn't even gain a f***ing action. So she's done. Yep, she's okay. The Ika actually did so much damage that Ika hit actually helped Jingliu clear better than Saber. Which is honestly a little bit silly, if I can say so. But that's gonna be our Jingliu using our S5 Mydei. Very good 48 cost, exceptional light cone, exceptional light spender, if I can say so myself, guys. Alright. Oh my god, do I have to watch this? Whoa! Supply pass, that is crazy. Oh. You know what? This is the last showcase, guys. Right? This is the last showcase of our entire video. So
That one doesn't look too friendly.
alright. Let's see if I get surprised. Yo, who knows, right? Yo, chat, who knows? Who knows, right? Yo, who knows? Who actually knows? Who knows? Who knows what might happen here, guys? Alright, who knows? Who knows? Okay. Who knows? Oh, Serra knows. Wait, you're right. He is right. Serra knows, guys. Serra would know, right? Alright. Yep. Alright. Gonna get our buff of, yep. Okay, we're gonna continue on. Yeah, that is really, really good. Alright, Boothill is gonna go ahead. Get ourselves the pocket trick shot. Alright, that is gonna be a free pocket trick shot. Then we can get ourselves another pocket trick shot. That is really, really good. And this is gonna get us. Okay, 3.2 million. I guess it's alright. Alright, it's alright. It's alright. It's not too bad. Alright, Rame going in for the basic. DHPD going in for the follow-up attack. Alright, Clouds Gather. And then we are going to be getting our break with Boothill right there. That is already known. Kalutita. Ooh. Atitane. Okay, let's see that break. Yo, 5 million is not bad, guys. 5 million is honestly not bad. Alright, this is gonna come back in for the basic. And then this is gonna come back in for the skill. And then Boothill is just gonna... Alright, Boothill is gonna do good damage over here.
My purpose is to protect.
Boothill is gonna be doing good damage over here. Okay, we do get a little bit of a delay. Alright, Rame needs to cast that. Okay. If you laugh, I ban you, by the way. If you laugh, I ban you, right? No laughing allowed. Yeah, let's go. Alright, we do get ourselves a little bit of a DD. Okay.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Okay. Not that big. Alright, that's gonna be big damage. That is not too shabby. Alright, that is not too shabby. Okay, that is not too shabby, guys. Okay, that is not too shabby. Okay, that is not too shabby. Okay, that is actually not too shabby, guys. Okay. We are gonna be doing a good amount of damage here.
Resistance is limited. Unite our goals.
I just kinda hope that we can see phase 3. Okay, maybe not even phase 3. I just kinda hope we can see phase 2. Okay, I think phase 2 should be fine. Phase 2 should be fine, right? We're at 32, right? Phase 2 should be fine, guys. Phase 2 should be fine. Okay. Yeah, then we get phase 2 right here, right? Okay, we're gonna get phase 2 right here, guys.
There's more to life. Resistance is limited. Have we not? Every petal all will be swept away by the wind. Cloud scatter.
My purpose is to protect.
I physically Gulp.
Let us dance once more.
Gulp. Can we actually see phase 2? Why? Why did you do that? Serra just hates Boothill. Serra literally just... Hey, yo, chat. If Serra didn't do that, maybe we could have actually seen phase 2. We could have potentially seen W Serra, W agenda. Oh my god, we might have been able to see phase... Oh my god, and then it recovers on the fucking confidence. Oh my god, bro. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Share good fortunes.
Let's do it. There's no reason it's supposed to look good. Great.
Okay, you know what? Don't worry about it, guys. Right? Boothill mains, don't even worry about it. Right? Literally, don't even worry about it. Right? You know, sometimes you gotta choose your battles. Right? At the end of the day, you just gotta choose your battles wisely. Right? Today is not one of those battles. So, bro didn't even do an outro. So that is gonna be the end for every single life spender DPS in our potential. Oh wait. Oh, Serra couldn't get a D Herda clear. Oh, Serra could not get a D Herta clear. Potential women fails without Anaxa, so no potential. Call Polka Kakamon. Oh, it's just with Anaxa. Okay, you know what? I think we could run it, but my alternative would be basically D Herta, Evernite, Hysilens, Cyrene. Yeah, I think that would be all clear. Okay, but anyways, don't even worry about it. We have come to the end. So TLDR by an absolutely disgusting fucking clear of 255 AV at the Remembrance flagship, all the way down to like whatever this Boothill clear is gonna be. So word of the day is gonna be Serra versus Restricted Dreamer. Hysilens versus no Hys. Wait, no. Kafka versus Car. Who won? Who lost? You decide. Epic. Rebels of history.